New York City, a metropolis pulsating with life, has also been a city choked by traffic. For decades, commuters and residents alike have endured the soul-crushing reality of gridlock. In a bold move to combat this, New York City implemented a congestion pricing program on January 5, 2025. This groundbreaking initiative aimed to alleviate the city's notorious traffic congestion and raise crucial funds for its aging public transit system. The program targeted vehicles entering Manhattan south of 60th Street, a zone teeming with businesses, entertainment venues, and endless tourist attractions. Passenger vehicles faced tolls of $9 during peak hours, while trucks and buses faced even higher fees. The idea was simple. By putting a price on driving in the busiest parts of the city, people would be encouraged to use public transportation, bike, walk, or simply avoid driving during peak times. The revenue generated from these tolls was earmarked for much-needed improvements to the city's subway and bus systems. The MTA, the entity responsible for New York's public transportation network, desperately needed funding for upgrades, repairs, and expansion. With an estimated $500 million in annual revenue projected from congestion pricing, the future of the MTA seemed brighter than ever. New Yorkers dared to dream of a day when their commutes would be faster, more reliable, and less stressful. Just weeks after its implementation, the congestion pricing program was showing remarkable results. Data revealed a significant 9% decrease in vehicles entering the congestion zone, translating to 1.2 million fewer cars clogging the streets of Manhattan in January alone. Commuters rejoiced as travel times dwindled, with reports of 10 to 30% improvement in inbound trip times on river crossings. The impact extended beyond just cars. Public transportation saw a surge in ridership, with more people opting for the subway and buses. Yellow cabs experienced a 10% increase in trips, a testament to the reduced congestion on the streets. Even walking became more appealing, with increased pedestrian traffic reported throughout the city. Businesses also reaped the benefits of reduced traffic. Restaurants noticed an uptick in reservations, while Broadway shows welcomed larger audiences. With fewer cars on the road, deliveries were faster, and the overall flow of commerce seemed to improve. The reduction in traffic also had a positive impact on safety, with a 50% decrease in crashes and fewer pedestrian injuries and fatalities reported. The early successes of the congestion pricing program were met with praise from city officials, environmental advocates, and many New Yorkers who were already experiencing the benefits. However, the program's future was thrown into jeopardy when former President Donald Trump, in a move that shocked many, decided to intervene. Trump, who had previously shown disdain for policies aimed at tackling climate change and promoting public transportation, set his sights on dismantling the congestion pricing program. In a series of pronouncements that sent shockwaves through New York, Trump declared congestion pricing dead, proclaiming himself king and using his preferred method of communication, Truth Social, to broadcast his intentions. His administration wasted no time in taking concrete steps to obstruct the program. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, a staunch Trump ally, fired off a scathing letter to Governor Kathy Hochul, outlining a litany of objections and announcing plans to revoke federal approval for congestion pricing. Duffy decried the program as backwards and unfair, claiming it unfairly burdened working-class Americans and small businesses. He argued that the tolls disproportionately affected those who could least afford them, ignoring the fact that many low-income New Yorkers relied heavily on public transportation, which stood to benefit greatly from the program's revenue. Trump's social media accounts, never ones to shy away from self-aggrandizement, shared images of him depicted as a king, seemingly reveling in his perceived power to overturn a policy that was proving successful for America's largest city. New York State, however, was not about to back down without a fight. Governor Hochul, taken aback by Trump's sudden and seemingly politically motivated attack on a program that was clearly benefiting her constituents, immediately sprang into action. She met with Trump on February 22, 2025, hoping to reason with him and showcase the program's early successes. Hochul presented Trump with a meticulously crafted booklet filled with data, testimonials, and projections that highlighted the positive impact of congestion pricing. However, her efforts proved futile. Trump, seemingly unmoved by evidence and determined to impose his will on a city he had long viewed as an adversary, refused to budge. In response to this blatant disregard for New York's needs and the will of its people, Governor Hochul took the bold step of filing a lawsuit against the Trump administration. The lawsuit argued that the federal government had overstepped its authority and that its attempts to dismantle the congestion pricing program were unlawful and driven by political motivations rather than sound policy considerations. The MTA, which stood to lose billions of dollars in much-needed funding, joined the legal battle, suing Duffy and other federal officials involved in the attempt to derail the program.